I'm Gloria Strode, and welcome to Straightforward. It's that time of year again, the awesome Phenix City Whitewater Classic, and my awesome friends, Kristi Collins and Jennifer Lowman are here. We're ready.
We are ready.
All right, it's this time, instead of that very warm weather, hot as you know what, we're going to have a very cool and crisp classic. So we're moving from September to the end of October.
That's right.
So what is that week going to look like? What can we expect?
Well, people can expect a really good time. You know, we pride ourselves in Phenix City with hosting a great event, one of great quality. People can ensure they're safe and they can ensure that they will have everything that they need, and it'll be a good time. But this year, we're trying to things a little bit different. First off, Albany State will not be participating this year, which is your dear alma mater. It will be Tuskegee and Lane College.
Okay,
and
still historical black colleges and universities.
Yes, and Lane College is in Jackson, Tennessee. This is their only classic that they're participating in, and it's actually their home game. So we're really excited about them coming down.
It gives them exposure.
Yes,
and I do know some people that I went to high school with that attended Lane that still live in this area. Great professionals. Many of them have retired, but we'll certainly get the word out to them as well.
Right. Okay. And Lane College is a Methodist school, so we're going to start off.
I would know that. I'm a Methodist.
I am too.
I know, right?
So they are, we're going to start the week off with a gospel extravaganza at our Central Activity Center, which is our senior center in Phenix City.
And that's a very nice facility.
It is.
Yeah, I've been there with one of our show sponsors.
Okay.
With talking about health issues.
Yes. Oh, yes.
Right. So it's a very nice facility.
It is. So October the 20th, that would be, we're going to have Skylar Patterson and Predestined out of Sylacauga, the Anointed Hines Sisters from Opelika, and we're going to also have Prodigy right from Columbus, Georgia.
Really?
So those are some of the people that'll be there. The tickets are $10 in advance, $15 at the door. So we're really, that's the year one for us with this. We're really excited about that, just to kick off the week and started in a faithful and, you know,
on a good
way.
Foot.
Yes.
And so
we're excited about it. So we hope that people will come and attend that. And of course, we will continue on our week with the job fair and college fair, our Friday night mixer, and of course the next Saturday is the game.
So we always have, I have the pleasure of being one of the judges for the famous barbecue contest.
Yes.
People take that so seriously.
Yes.
I mean, it's almost like participating in the Olympics.
Oh,
so will you be having that again?
Of course we will. We will definitely be having that.
So people actually participate in that just for the bragging rights.
Right.
You're not getting a gold medal or anything like that, but it's purely for the bragging rights. And it fosters good fellowship and friendship and that kind of thing.
Oh, yeah. And I think our assistant city manager enjoys that.
Yes, he does.
Like,
Steve
we have pictures of him.
You can see all the pictures. He's tasting everything.
Yeah, so we always make sure we include him.
Yeah. And so, what about the Kids Village? I look so forward to that because children will get bored. You know, we are adults and we like the music and the camaraderie with the game and that. But you'll always have just a great section for the children.
That's right. You know, we pride ourselves where our tailgating is, you know, we always talk about the grass and the tiers, but it's a great aesthetic view. You have the lake that's behind you. It is actually a park and a splash pad, and then we have bouncy houses and stuff. So you can see your children from where you're tailgating.
Right, you can perch and then look down at the children and keep your eye. I know. And of course, she always throws that in. We have grass.
We have grass.
And a lake.
And a lake, and we love it.
Yes.
I mean, it's beautiful. It's just a beautiful aesthetics. And this year, something else that we're adding for the children is a 3K run that we'll have that morning.
Really?
It's 1.8 miles. And so we're going to start at our ball fields and then run up around the lake and in, go through the nature trail and in. So we're really excited about that.
So how much does that cost?
No cost.
No cost.
Oh, it's free.
It's free.
Oh my
So bring
goodness.
your children out.
And so this is the first year we're having the run for the children. What's the age?
Ages 6 to 14.
Really?
And we're encouraging church groups to come and bring their kids and bring their youth groups. And it's something, you know, a fellowship for them and a free something that they can do. And we'll actually be giving an award to the church that brings the most children out.
Yeah.
How amazing. So we are trying to include the entire community.
Yes.
Yeah, because sometimes people get confused about the tailgate experience. Everybody at the tailgate, some of it is family friendly.
Yes.
Yes.
No, really it is.
It is.
Some of it
It
is
is.
faith-based friendly.
Yes.
You know, of course we will have our Greek organizations and
Yes.
other motorcycle clubs and things like that, and they might celebrate a little differently.
That's
right.
But this is a family-friendly
Yes.
run.
Yes.
And
children.
the children's village is family friendly.
Yes.
And you will have staff riding around supervising.
For sure.
And
Oh,
it's
yeah.
safe.
Oh, yes.
So someone besides parents can see what's going
Oh,
on
yes.
with the children.
That's right. And the 3K is a walk run. So you don't have to necessarily run it, try to get the fastest time. We just want kids to finish, to feel accomplished. You know,
Right.
every kid will get a medal. We're just really excited about this because it introduces kids to a lot of our different programs that we offer within our department. And just to add a new flavor to the Whitewater Classic and offer something that someone, you know, younger could participate
Yes.
in besides
I think
playing.
that's great. And so from 6 to
14.
14, and it's a walk run.
Run, yes.
So everybody won't have to sprint like
Right.
Kristi.
Right. I'll be walking.
Right, yeah. We're cruising along.
Yes.
And of course your staff, you always have people just riding around and making sure they're keeping an eye.
Yes.
Yeah, because we live in very dangerous times.
Yes, we
we
do.
do.
And so you have staff on the ground that can just watch
Right.
as this walk run is taking
Yes.
through the trails and all of that. And the reason I want to say that is because, you know, we hear so much in the news. We want parents to feel that this is safe.
Oh, it will
It's
be
secure.
safe.
It's,
Yes.
it's being supervised outside of their eyesight.
Oh, yes.
And so we don't want to lose any children along the way.
Right, our police department does a really good job. I mean, our city, everybody comes together for this. Like, it's not one department that is left out. So our police department does a very great job at making sure, ensuring safety, and, you know, our grounds crew making sure that there's no debris and those things along the way. And we'll have stations set up, you know, just in case people, you know, fall out or have some type of ankle tweak or something like that. Our
Right,
fire
so
department
first
helps with
aid
that.
Oh,
and
yeah.
water. And, so the entire Phenix City family,
Yes.
all hands on deck.
All hands.
And that's probably why it runs like a sewing machine. It really does, you know, and it takes away all of that chaos and confusion,
Yes.
and it really makes it a very enjoyable day. Well, what we're going to do now is go to our sponsors, and then we'll be right back. We'll be right back after word from some of our sponsors. Straightforward is brought to you by Chalk by Quincy introduces Excellence Redefined, timepieces of the finest technology, luxury, and class with tons of style at chalklifestyle.com. Renal Associates LLC, a team of physicians dedicated to excellent kidney care with 5 convenient locations to serve you. Stark Avenue, Columbus, Bradley Park Drive, Columbus, Lafayette Parkway, LaGrange, West Washington Street, Eufaula, and Spring Street in Warm Springs. Vanessa Jackson's District 3 Successful Scholars Program, supporting students in achieving academic excellence, outstanding citizenship, positive social and cultural growth, believing in success for kids. Dr. Sheikha Shaw Family Medicine, connecting your health to your future. Dr. Shaw prides herself in providing compassionate health care and establishing long-lasting relationships. Conveniently located at 2827 Warm Springs Road, Suite 3B. Call her today at 706-324-4177.
Walmart's reason for supporting Thurgood Marshall College Fund is simple. We like to win. And we have been given a lot of exposure to some incredible talent. And we also believe that it's a part of our responsibility to the community to give back. This is a great opportunity to do both. It's been a wonderful experience for us through the years. We've appreciated our partnership. We believe in return on investment, and we have definitely had a remarkable return.
History is important because it shows where you're coming from and where you're going. Type 2 diabetes is something that runs in my family, which means I'm at risk. In fact, 1 in 3 American adults are at risk for developing type 2 diabetes. And knowing this, if I do nothing, that family history becomes my family's future. And my family is too important to me for that. Take the risk factor assessment today at AskScreenKnow.com.
And welcome back to Straightforward. I'm continuing this great conversation with my awesome friends, Kristi Collins and Jennifer Lowman from the great city of Phenix City.
Yes.
Right across the bridge. I always tell people we can stand in Columbus and look into Phenix City. So we're family.
Yes.
We really are.
Yes.
So you're with Economic Development, and
Yes.
of course, Whitewater Classic is just one of the great things that positively Phenix City is doing.
That's right.
You have a lot of development and projects going on that side of the bridge. Share that with
we
our
do.
audience.
We have a lot of developments going on right now. We're excited about it. It has taken some time, but it's here. It's like one domino fell and it's kept falling. We have projects going on in every part of our city. North.
I like that.
In the
Every
north.
part of the city.
Yes. The north side, west, the south, all over. A lot of retail developments that are going on that we're excited about.
What about the grocery store? I heard about a grocery store that we don't have.
There's going to be an awesome grocery store there. It's based out of Montgomery, and it's going to bring some new and exciting things within the store, especially for a lot of the students downtown Columbus really didn't have anywhere to shop, so they can come there and pick up what they need, already packaged together, throw it in the microwave, cook it and eat and go on by their way.
Okay.
So,
So
we're
that's
excited
gonna be
about it.
convenient for the CSU students
Yes.
on the downtown campus.
Yes, CVCC students that want to take a break and go out and get something to eat. Troy, some of them that are still there in that area. So it's going to be, Renfro's Groceries is going to be great for the area.
Okay, well, I've never heard of Renfro's, but I was told the word was they're getting a grocery store on that side of the bridge that we didn't
yes,
have.
it's
So,
awesome.
I always want to know what it is we don't have that you
Yes.
might be having.
Yes.
Yes. And so great restaurants, you're adding more.
We're adding more daily. We just had a meeting with a developer and he's adding, as we were talking, he said we're adding more restaurants and retail stores. At some point they can't divulge the information, but we're
Exactly.
excited about it.
Okay. And so the thing I like, Jennifer, though, and of course your boss, you all make a great team, is that you're having development, and I keyed in on this: north, south, east, west. Everything.
Everything.
Yeah. So your riverfront is very beautiful. You have a new hotel that wasn't always there. The new Troy campus, which was not always
That's
there.
correct.
So you've developed that, but now you're spreading,
Yes.
and you're going further north. Oh, those exquisite apartments. That's overlooking the
Yes.
river. Well, you can see those when you're crossing the bridge.
can.
Know. So you have all those things going on, and then our 431. You got
yes.
the big development going there, and then you have the other development as you're going toward Opelika.
Yes.
It's just so much.
It is, and we're excited about it, and we continue to pray
Yes.
that more development will come for our community, for our citizens. That's what Sean and I really thrive on, is that we're here for the whole community,
Right.
and we want our community to grow as a whole.
Right. No one's left behind.
No one's left
Right.
behind.
And everyone needs resources.
Yes.
And that's what I like when you said that the students at CSU, Troy, CVC
Yes.
can go to Renfro's.
Yes.
Because there is not a grocery store, that's in
that
that
caliber,
area.
yes.
Of that caliber. Of course, Fresh Market is a very long way up Veterans.
Yes.
And then we have, another community grocery store.
Right.
But it's not with that prepared type of food that you're talking
Correct.
about, that the college students.
Yes.
Because they want kale and all that.
Yes.
They don't really want collard greens.
Right.
There is a difference.
Want some asparagus.
Right, yeah. So they want
Yes.
some asparagus and that kind of thing. And it's a generational and a cultural
It
difference.
is.
And so we need to be able to meet people where they are.
Yes.
Yes. So, what are we doing with Parks and Rec? I know besides the Whitewater Classic, that's just one of the things that you do, which you all have to plan for that year round. Right.
Parks and Rec is progressing, moving, steaming forward train. We are not slowing down at all with all the developments that are going on. One thing Jennifer forgot to mention was the art park opened a few weekends ago.
Yes.
And it's a grassy area where we'll be able to do a lot of exciting things, you know, show movies. We'll be able
Really?
to, you know, host
So
concerts.
you already have the amphitheater.
Yes.
So now you have the art park,
Yes.
and you'll be able to do
Right.
concerts and things
Yes.
Yeah, we're trying to open up a more entertainment district
Kind
type
of family
Yes.
friendly.
where people can look forward and we can have things, you know, for people to do. You know, we have all of our Christmas events and all of those things that are coming up. But something that we have been definitely focusing on this year is reaching out to that group of people that we don't already service, and
Right.
those are those with special needs, those that are having, you know, some type of mental disability or just a handicap or any type of, you know, disability.
Really?
So our department has been focusing on that because, you know, we had the mother-son ball back in February. You know, everybody does daddy-daughter dances, so we did a mother-son ball. We had a fishing rodeo in June, and that was
a
for
fishing rodeo.
We did.
For kids? Really? Wow.
We did a fishing rodeo, and then we'll be doing something for Halloween, you know, within a community thing right after the Whitewater Classic, of course. And so we're just trying to progress forward. We have some great people that we've hired in our office to start what we're going to call the Phenix program. We're still working on, you know, the development with those with disabilities. We're not calling it a special needs program. We're
exactly.
calling it, you know, the Phenix program, so we can rise like the Phoenix.
Yes.
And of course, it will include the Special Olympics, but it'll also include some programs and those type of things, and it'll also include the arts, where we're trying to get them, you know, in painting and
Right.
those
Yes.
things. So
And music as well,
Yes.
because a lot of special needs students are very talented
Yes.
in those areas. And so historically, everything was built for the general population.
Yes.
But you all have refocused
Yes.
to include those with special needs.
yes, inclusion is, I mean, what it's really all about. How can you have these programs if you don't have inclusion? And something else that
Yes.
we're working on is our Milker field. They don't have one in Columbus, and so that is a field that is, you know, where people with handicap accessibility, and it's safe for those with disabilities, where we can have a lot of those sporting aspects for
It's called
those.
the Miracle Field. Okay, well, I want you to put a pin on that. I want to come back and learn more. I always learn something from you all. You're so brilliant. No, because I never knew that term. So what we're going to do is take our final break, go to our sponsors, and we'll be right back.
All right.
We'll be right back after word from some of our sponsors. Straightforward is brought to you by Warrior Outreach. Contact Command Sergeant Major Retired Sam Rhodes or Kathy Rhodes. The Hugel Foundation, enriching the community through Christian music support, community outreach, and the Georgia Through Photography Project. For more information, call B at 706-568-6431. Progressive Funeral Home, family owned and operated since 1952. The George Ford legacy of high standards continues today in the compassionate and professional services provided. A touch of dignity for those who care. Progressive Funeral Home, 4235 St. Mary's Road, trusted by generations. East Alabama Endocrinology, educating and caring for those living with diabetes in Alabama and Georgia. 1400 Bradley Lake Boulevard, 3320 Skyway Drive, Suite 602, Opelika. Take charge of diabetes and live your best life. State Senator Ed Harbison, serving the citizens of Georgia's 15th Senatorial District and on the front line for veterans every day.
History is important because it shows where you're coming from and where you're going. Type 2 diabetes is something that runs in my family, which means I'm at risk. In fact, 1 in 3 American adults are at risk for developing type 2 diabetes. And knowing this, if I do nothing, that family history becomes my family's future. And my family is too important to me for that. Take the risk factor assessment today at AskScreenKnow.com.
Walmart's reason for supporting Thurgood Marshall College Fund is simple. We like to win. And we have been given a lot of exposure to some incredible talent. And we also believe that it's a part of our responsibility to the community to give back. This is a great opportunity to do both. It's been a wonderful experience for us through the years. We've appreciated our partnership. We believe in return on investment, and we have definitely had a remarkable return.
Welcome back to Straightforward. I'm continuing my conversation with the awesome Kristi Goggans and Jennifer Lowman. I tell you, PC, positively Phenix City.
Yes.
I mean, you all really rock and roll, and I like the unity. You all work together, trying to make sure that there's excellence in every department. And it's me, outsider looking in, but I've observed. And you all have, even when you run into a challenge, it's all hands on deck. People, nobody standing around trying to point the finger. It's like, look, let's just resolve this. I'm trying to give you some food. You're like, oh no, I don't have time to eat. Let's fix this. No, really, you know, and then no one is hiding.
Right.
You know, everybody comes to the table to get it worked out. You said something that I never knew about, and I like learning so I can pass it on. What is a miracle field?
Okay, so the Miracle League is an organization that that pride themselves on helping those with disabilities, those that may have to use walkers, those that may need assistance, and they have a field, a standard field that they build, and you can build it like a all-purpose field, or you can build it to look like a baseball field, and it have the bases, and it mimics that of a normal or what a traditional baseball field or softball field would look like, and it has the dugouts. But it has a surface to where from a distance it may look like grass, but it's actually like a pebble rock. And so that those with, wheelchairs and those that, may use walkers or something can, access those and not have to worry about the hazards of tripping or, or they can have assistance. And the Miracle League is a league within itself. So, that's what we would play under. We would play under Miracle League. I think Opelika has one. Dothan has a really nice facility. And so we're just really excited about that, about offering a service for those that are underserved in our community.
Right. So do we have a Miracle League on this side of the river?
No.
We don't. So we're going to learn from Positively Phenix City.
Yes.
Because some of my awesome friends of Straightforward, as I was sharing with you at the break, Marianne Knox, Diane Pope, they do a lot of work with children on the autism spectrum. They are constantly trying to raise money and provide support services for families. And so what you're doing is we definitely have to connect you all, since we don't have that with our Parks and Rec department. So where we would used to call things the Special Olympics, we're now using a more sophisticated, friendly sounding, the Miracle League.
Well, the Miracle League is the league. Our program itself will be called the Phenix program.
Right. But it's the focus of the Special Olympics type thing. Okay. All right. So how do parents get their child involved? How much does that cost?
Right now, we are still in the building phase of that. So we will start construction on our Miracle League hopefully before the end of the year. And so hopefully we'll have that done before the summer of 2020. And then,
but that is a solid plan.
That's a solid plan.
Okay.
And then as far as our Phenix program, which will incorporate the Miracle League, the Phenix, the Special Olympics, and all of those arts and stuff programs, we are working it out. We want to have something here soon, but we don't want to rush it. We want to make sure that it is
right. And all the issues have been addressed. Right.
And so we are, is definitely a thing, but it is still in the planning of us, working it out. We have, our ideas, we've got to come together. We are just trying to make it right. And so reaching out to those that, and all those, and what ages are we going to service, more specifically and stuff. So in training for our staff members that may not be normally, used to the therapeutic side of the recreation.
And that really makes a difference.
It does.
It really does, because when you're working with what we call general population and those, I learned at the Georgia Aquarium, my great friends there in their education department, and they have some awesome educators. My friend was a former school superintendent, and she's the director over the education department at the Georgia Aquarium. They actually have a program for special needs children, and if they have autism, they have a time where when they can put together a tour, and then they even dim the lights to make sure it's not too much stimulation, and that those are the kinds of things we need to collaborate on and share for parents with children on the autism spectrum or have other needs, because often they are left out of those types of things. And so if we can get all of the brilliant minds like you all with Salita Thomas at the Georgia Aquarium, then we can make sure that all of our children are included.
That's right.
And I do believe all the children are our children.
Oh, yes.
You know, I'm not with that thing about them. No, all the children.
Yes.
All the children are our children.
Yes.
And so your mayor is behind this 100%.
Yes, and our city manager, Mr. Hunter, is too. You know, we are just about, you know, the positively Phenix City and moving forward. What are we doing? We can't become, you know, very consistent or, you know, comfortable where we are. We've got to push ourselves forward and look at, you know, what we go to these conferences and all this type of stuff.
What's the next challenge?
Yeah, what is the next challenge? And, you know, the senior population will be considered a therapeutics population, and we do pretty well with that. So now it is time for us to go into, you know, those young adults and, you know, some of those people that are underserviced and just sitting at home every day, or you know,
and
just
nothing to do. Right.
Nothing to do.
I am always impressed with you all in that team. I mean, really, I am. Some people not real happy with me because I'm very impressed, but no, I can see what you all are trying to do, and that's through the eyes of an old social worker, you know. And it's like, yeah, we can't leave anybody behind, you know. Yes, it's easy to take that road, but sometimes we have to take the road less traveled.
That's right.
Yes.
You know, in order to serve. So before we run out of time, we are at number 6
Number
Yes.
6.
of that awesome Whitewater Classic. Give us quickly the date and the time and the location.
All right, so 6th annual Whitewater Classic, Tuskegee versus Lane College, October 26th. Kickoff is at 5 p.m.
All right, and it's going to be where?
At Garrett-Harrison Stadium in the great Positively Phenix City. And
All
for any
right.
information, PCWhitewaterClassic.com.
PCWhitewaterClassic.com.
Yes.
And of course, you are our athletic superintendent.
I'm the assistant director.
Oh! How did I not know that?
Yes.
Progress.
Yes.
Oh my goodness.
Doing all right.
Oh, blessed.
It's blessed.
Oh, really? And
Yes.
so you're still with economic development.
Yes.
Awesome team.
Thank you.
We'll have a sidebar about that new promotion that I didn't know about, because I'm supposed to know all of that. Yes. But yes, absolutely. Thank you for what you all do
Thank
for
you.
HBCUs. I'm a graduate of a HBCU, and I know the struggle of the students that try to remain at those schools and graduate. So, Phenix City Whitewater Classic, positively Phenix City, you always rock. Always rock, always. And thank you so much for coming.
Thank you.
Thank you
All
for
right.
having us.
This has been straightforward. If you don't stand for something, you will fall for anything. Until next time, be blessed.